Hey everybody, new sandwich here, and thank you for joining me for another one of my vlogs, talking, rambling, whatever happens to come out series. And today I want to talk about something that my feelings have they've changed a lot, and they continue to change kind of from day to day. But it has to do with GameStop. Um, I kind of wanted to talk about it because I've been spending a lot more time there this last 2 weeks or so. Probably more time in the last 2 weeks at GameStops than I've spent in the last few years there. So I guess that's probably a good place to start. We'll go back to why I stopped going to GameStop. I stopped going there because I didn't see any benefit. If I was buying back then, I was only buying new games for the most part, and even some used games, but the prices weren't low enough to really warrant me buying my used games there. They were not usually in very good shape. They're a big thing with me is artwork and stuff in the cases. Excuse me. A big thing to me is the artwork, having everything complete. And a lot of times, if you're looking for kind of an old game, a really old game, or a game that is hard to find, chances are you're gonna have one of those. You know what I'm talking about. Black case with like a GameStop printed piece of paper in there with just like something Metal Gear Solid 4 written on it or something like that. And that would drive me crazy. I would never buy that. I wouldn't do it, even if I really wanted that game. So on the pre-owned side of stuff, it wasn't ever cheap enough, and they weren't ever in a condition that was what I was looking for. As far as new games, I didn't feel any reason to go there either for new games because I didn't really have a very good idea of GameStop in my head, like a good impression, I guess. I always felt ripped off when I traded my games in. I should probably say I used to work at back it was EB Games when I worked there. I was right around the time whenever so as I'm like looking over my glasses at the camera, and that's how you can tell that I'm getting old. Yeah, I worked at an EB Games right around the time that GameStop bought EB Games. So it was during that transition period, and when GameStop took over, it was all about pre-orders, trade-ins, and I just felt like if I was working, I felt like I was pestering people, and if I was shopping at one, I felt like I was being pestered. Neither of those things I liked very much. So that was the reason why I didn't shop there for new games, because the prices are the prices. You go to Best Buy, Target, Walmart, Amazon. Amazon's usually a little bit cheaper. And you don't have to deal with all the kind of hassling that goes along with buying something at GameStop. So that's why I stopped. I didn't feel any reason to be there. I felt no connection with the store. So I started buying most of my stuff on Amazon. So fast forward a few years. Now, as you know, I'm a dad. I have a house, a rental property. So money isn't quite as open as it used to be. I mean, we're not broke, but you have to spend responsibly. So I'm not buying a lot of new games anymore. So there's that. There's the whole new games topic is somewhat off the table. I'm getting caught up now on some old games. Like I said, I got a PlayStation 3 for Christmas, and I got a Wii U just recently from my buddy. So I have a lot to catch up on. I have all these PS3 exclusives to play, Wii U games, Wii games that I missed. So I've been going and looking for some of those games at a reasonable price, and I found myself at GameStop, and I've been surprisingly satisfied with my times that I've been at GameStop. Most of the time, the people are very friendly. They go through their spiel that they have to do, but as soon as they can kind of tell that I'm not going to be doing those things, they lay off. I think they'll still bring it up, but it seems like they're bringing it up if they think that this is my self-interest. For example, I had a coupon for you buy 2 games, get 1 free. I was buying really inexpensive Wii and PlayStation 3 games. Like I think it was like $199, $199, and $499. But that's all I'm gonna buy. I'm not buying even a $30 pre-owned game. So whenever I went to buy it, the guy at the register was like, "You sure you want to use this on this? Like you're only gonna save $1.99." I was like, "Yeah, I mean, thanks for you mentioning that, but this is all I'm gonna buy. I mean, if I whether I use it now or later, most I'll save is $5. So in situations like that, I feel like they brought it up to be helpful, not to try to sell me something or anything like that. So on that side of things, I've been pretty happy with GameStop. I think that they're serving a good purpose for me. They don't have everything, obviously. They can't have everything. But what they do have, and most of the stuff that I'm looking for, is reasonably priced. So, some of the hard to come by games, GameStop knows that, and their prices are higher. But when you're just getting caught up on consoles that you missed, you can start with these really inexpensive games that are still good, and then work your way up. And hopefully by the time, well, maybe not, dealing with older games, chances are this price is either going to stay the same or go up. So that probably won't happen. But, you can get started with that and before you get too heavily invested with some of the more expensive games. To me, like when I'm looking at pre-owned games, like $20 is like, whoa, I gotta really want this, $20. So yeah, everyone in the stores has been nice. I'm not having the kind of bad experiences that I had before. So with that said, I did have something kind of crappy happen to me. I traded in some games purposely, more to get Game Informer magazine than the power-up card, but the power-up card saves you 10%, get extra 10%. I'm not giving an ad to GameStop by any means. That's all I'm going to say about it. Anyway, I signed up for that because I wanted Game Informer, and I was trying to get my account figured out online because I figured I'd be buying some games online, and I want to have everything squared away. So I created a login, logged in, and somehow I ended up with two logins. One for my Gmail email address, one for my Outlook email address. And there's a reason why I'm explaining it to you with such detail. When I got the power-up card, it was linked. It was my old one from years ago was reactivated, and that linked it up with my Gmail account. Okay. Gmail account I didn't really want to use anymore. I want to use my Outlook email address, but I couldn't change my email address on the Gmail one because I had an Outlook.com. I had my Outlook email address linked to another account. So when I would try to change my Gmail, my fingers just like bouncing all over the place. When I tried to change my Gmail email address, it wouldn't let me because it's finding the one that I want to change it to, my Outlook account, elsewhere. So, and it's not very easy to cancel or close your GameStop.com account. Even if you can, I still haven't gotten an answer if I could do that or not. Anyway, so I contact support, hoping that they can help me with this. Explain what I just explained to you. And what they did was they canceled my power-up card that was 1 day old. It's like, how could you ever think that's what I wanted to do? On top of that, it's like I just paid for this thing and you just deleted it. So how do I get my money back? And now we're talking about like this. That was an email, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna call them. It'll take a few minutes to get this resolved. We're talking like at least 2 hours on the phone to get this figured out. And the first person I talked to, I'm not gonna go into super detail, but they went from like, I can't help you with this to I can help you with this, but your card's not gonna work for a month, to go sign up for another card, a free one. We'll give you all these points and you can upgrade to Pro. To lastly, when I had to call back in, to saying, hey, we can just reactivate your account and it'll be good to go in 48 hours. So all this time and effort spent to get this squared away, and I'm still not 100% sure that it is squared away. I know I have my Pro card, but I just have this feeling that something's messed up. So I'm sure I'll be calling them again. But anyway, so I've been in kind of a weird spot because I've had such a good experience with GameStop in the store recently and such a bad experience. I mean, my problem was resolved and everyone was friendly, but it was unnecessary and it took hours of my effort to get resolved. So I don't really know what my point is. Maybe my point is I feel like I say that in every one of these videos. I don't really know what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you're looking for old games, give GameStop a shot. GameStop a shot. Oof. You may be pleasantly surprised that things have changed a little bit. I know I have. And I'm still gonna be checking out GameStop from time to time and see if they have anything that catches my eye for some of these old game consoles. So yeah, check out your local GameStop and see if they've got some good employees there. I've definitely had the bad employees at GameStop, and I just stay away from those completely. And I wouldn't blame you if you did the same. I can't help feeling like I'm somehow advertising for GameStop. I just want to say, like, I'm not. They still do some really poopy things that I don't like, but this one aspect I do like. So that's all I'm going to say about it. Let me know what you think. Do you spend any of your time or money at GameStop in store buying any of these pre-owned games? Do you buy your new games at GameStop? What are your feelings towards them? I know a lot of people, they'll spend their money there, but they kind of feel like they have to. Like, they're the only place that I can get my old games without shopping online or going to like a market or something like that. But it doesn't mean that you especially like them. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your thoughts are on GameStop. And if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these, please hit the subscribe button. It helps so much. Oh, I'll mention too, I was going to make a video about this, but I'll just mention it here. I had set a goal for myself for June to reach 1,000 views, which we did. That happened actually towards the end of May, I guess just a few days ago. And I was just thrilled that happened. So thank you very much for watching. I was super happy that I hit my goal of 1,000 views. So now I'm trying to figure out a good goal to conquer next, or to conquer. A good goal to work towards next. I'm thinking subscribers. I'd like to try to get my subscriber count up. So if you made it this far, please share this video with someone who you think may like it. Share it on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that if you want to. If not, that's fine too, and I'll catch you on the next one. So okay, done now. See ya. Have a great day. Bye-bye.